Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wandering Village, where we are here with Katori Village on the back of their precious Ambu, new Ambu, and they are starting to enter the next desert. Honestly, after having been through the jungles that had the spore-infested lands, even though the bones of other great Ambus line the sand dunes here, I think that Elder Jack and Elder David are quite content to be able to lead their village into at least somewhat of a familiar new land, especially since we are currently working on a fascinating new bit of research that actually has to do with tomatoes. So we are currently searching the sand dunes for a mysterious seed that we have heard about called the tomato. And if we learn how to grow tomatoes on our farms, they are heat resistant and they grow quickly. All they require is a lot of water. And if there is anything that our village happens to have in abundance right now, it is actually water with 707 buckets of water. We could literally turn into a fish and swim in like practically an endless sea of water on the back of our Ambu. However, we cannot currently keep enough food going. We only have 39 food. I'm thinking like our corn is starting to grow, which is really good. I need to actually have more farmers, so we're going to switch over to having a couple more farmers instead of some of our other workers. Let me reduce the call for workers at the carrier outpost. And then let's see. Yeah, this farm is working on getting some corn planted, which is great. Is there anywhere else where I could actually cut down on the number of workers? Probably not. We need more people. We need more people, but we're going to need to go ahead. All right, okay, wait. I'm going to turn off these general workers and have people come over and help out at the farm. Look at all of this corn! Oh my gosh, yeah, the corn is just like popping up because it is loving this hot weather, which is really fantastic. And if we get the tomatoes going, we might be able to have a bunch of tomatoes soon too. We just have to see if we can get enough of this corn transformed. Oh geez, it's like ready to go. Can I actually have, oh, I wonder if I can turn people into harvesters. So instead of having to be farmers, I wonder if I can actually turn people into harvesters and they can come and help harvest the corn, because that would be kind of amazing. And I think I need a bunch of carriers to be able to take the corn. Like, yeah, here we go. Like Liani, one of our carriers, is currently hauling a bunch of corn over to the pantry where it's going to come by the kitchen. And we're going to go ahead and start hopefully making some polenta. Because we do have Alari, who is currently one of our polenta chefs. And we do have Des. So Alari and Des, two of our very long-term and amazing patrons, currently have found themselves reborn on this land as polenta experts. Maybe you guys can like work on some corn soup and some other delicious foods while you're at it. All right, meanwhile, how are our villagers doing? We do need to get better housing. I have been trying to wait so we can like improve the tents. Yeah, we need to get better housing. I don't think anyone is sick right now. Yeah, it doesn't say if anyone is sick, but I don't think anybody is sick right now, thank goodness. Yes! Okay, food is slowly going up, which is a good thing. Oh, and what's this? The excavation site. What appeared to be a quarry turns out to be an Ambu excavation site filled with the petrified bones of a giant. Oh man, I wonder, like, what do you think would be left behind where an Ambu falls? Because it just occurred to me, maybe in the desert, some of the oases that you stumble upon are actually an Ambu that has died and had all of the growth on its back kind of stay in place for a long time. That is really such an interesting thought. Oh man, I guess Ambus would kind of be like mobile oases themselves. All right, so let's see. We have to be careful. A dead Ambu is often a sign of spreading spores. Let's keep our distance. This looks like the perfect spot to scavenge some more resources. There are probably spores here. We'll grab some stones and leave. Let's actually scavenge and see what happens. And while most of the resources have already been scavenged, the party manages to find something special. 24 stone and 3 knowledge? Huzzah! All right, you know what? I don't know if we have any builders right now, which is a bit of a problem. but let's actually put in a tent over here. I'm going to have like a better setup for everybody eventually, but we'll put one tent. We just need a little bit of wood there. And I meant the tent. Wait, we can have a hut. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. House for up to 6 villagers. I didn't even notice we could already have the hut. I think I had thought that, yes, we already have the hut. What have I been doing? I have been keeping our poor villagers away from what they really need. And we could actually have a cottage as one of the things we research after we figure out tomatoes. Heck. Yeah, I've been holding people back from being able to get what they need. Whoops. Let's put a little line of huts like right over here. And let's put like a high priority on that. Because if I can convince people to stop having to like run away from that section, that would be amazing. We have a bunch of carriers right now, so I'm going to assign a few of these guys to maybe general workers. Okay, we're gonna go with builders so we can get this hut built. I did not realize the huts were done. I'm sorry, villagers. We'll try to make everything a little bit nicer now. Because we can start getting rid of these tents soon. How do I want to put the huts in? And like where? I kind of hope that, oh my gosh, there's so much corn. We need more farmers. Like if there are people available, come over here because we are about to be buried under so much corn. Good, and the corn needs to be turned into polenta, like Alari and who else is working here? Des, Alari and Des. They're going into the fields and plucking the corn themselves. I love that. Oh, one of our scavengers, Victoria, is back. All right, what can we? Oh no! Oh my gosh, let's have our Ambu go ahead and take a nap so that we don't get caught in that sandstorm. Is it just bouncing back and forth? Because I would really prefer not to be caught in that sandstorm. All right, there's some sand dunes. So let's send somebody out for that. Maybe somebody out for that. Yeah, and we'll have our Ambu rest pretty soon. Also, now that we're taking better care of our people, we do need to take better care of our Ambu as well. Herbalist Amy is actually working in the Ambu kitchens now with mountain climber Machu. And they have gotten 1 Ambu food prepared. Oh, and there's 3 of them ready to go with Explorer Evie, ready to go ahead and feed our Ambu. Yes! All right, let's go ahead and feed our poor Ambu. And then let's also have our Ambu sleep once we enter this sleep zone. Because she is about 50% sleepy. Oh, and Ambu excavated its bowels. Which sounds like a really weird thing to worry about, but that just lets us collect a lot of the dung. Thank you very much. Abby, you're doing some very essential, amazing work. Like, you deserve all the praise right now. All right, wood planks and stone slabs are being collected. Oh, what's this? Yes, fresh air. Okay, Ambu. So Ambu is eating. Does she want to sleep now that we're over here? In a good fresh air spot? Oh my gosh. I kind of imagine that if you lived in these villages, you might have a bunch of staffs that you could like put down into the ground and like hold yourself. Oh, look at that. Look at that. She just got a snack while she's lying down. But I could totally picture that you would have almost like climbing poles that you could unclip from your waist and put into the ground to hold yourself in place as your Ambu is wiggling around. But hunger is 55%. I hope we didn't waste that food. Oh wait, no, there. Okay, she's digested it. Good. She's getting fed. She's sleeping right now. Oh, that's such a relief. And now we're missing resources, huh? So there's also the Ambu laxative and the Ambu constipator and the Ambu food. We're working on making more Ambu food, I think. Yeah, we just have mountain climber Machu like going all the way down here to get food. That has to be corrected like ASAP because that's ridiculous. All right. And some of our scavengers have already come back. Sure enough, that sandstorm is going to bounce back and forth. Okay. We're going to need to be prepared for that. And try not to get caught by that sandstorm for sure. All right, she's sleeping quite well, I think. Oh my gosh, this corn is just going nuts. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're gonna have corn literally growing out of our ears. All right. And then do we have... Liani is going ahead and carrying things, I think. So I think the farmers are actually helping to carry the corn from the field to the kitchen, which is great. And then... Oh, I can actually turn off some of the storage. Oh, that would actually help things out. So if I turn off the storage of the polenta and the beet soup and the black pudding... So all of the, and the grilled tomatoes, so all of the finished food will no longer go into this pantry, because people can either come straight to the kitchen, or they can come over to the food stands. So now our pantries will store the raw food, and then these guys are missing the berry muesli. Here, you grab corn. We've got plenty of corn. You guys start making some corn-based meals too. Oh, she's awake! So soon! There! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it took me that long to figure out. And then you can see the range that the food stand actually affects. So we might need to put in a couple more food stands, but I think we're gonna be able to get to the point where hopefully... Oh, I need so many more harvesters. Okay, nobody is at this worker post anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off. And we've got carriers, and are my builders done? Builders are done. Okay, good. So I'm gonna switch them over to being harvesters. And can I just like tell my harvesters, like, get in here. You're desperately needed for everything. Will it harvest on... Okay, I don't want them to harvest the things that aren't ready. But we're having things like literally decompose in the field, which is not what I wanted. Okay, and then there we go. We'll turn off. We have plenty of rocks at the moment. The rocks aren't going anywhere, I don't think, unless they're just kind of like itchy spots that will pop off of our Ambu's back. There we are. Oh, and now that we actually have a moment and our wonderful Ambu is awake, let's actually feed her again to try to keep her hunger down quite a bit. And after she's fed, we'll go ahead and give her a pet so that we can really start preparing for laying a solid foundation of trust between us and the Ambu. Oh boy. All right, and we might have to tell her, oh, you can see the distance that we have traveled total. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Guys, let's aim for 1,000. Let's try to get to 1,000 kilometers and we'll see how that works out. And I think we can tell our Ambu to, like, she's eating right now. Oh my gosh, I love that you can see that. I think we can actually tell her to, like, slow down or go faster if it looks like we're going to end up getting caught up in this sandstorm that would damage our most fragile buildings. Okay, scavenging party is back. Let's send them to the mines. I think we're going to just miss this sandstorm. I'm so excited. I didn't know that you could see how far you've traveled because I've been trying to figure out, like, how far do we want to go with the people of Kotori Village? And I think the answer is, like, at least 1,000. Yes, okay, I think we'll be... Oh no, there's another sandstorm. Okay, we're gonna be dodging the sandstorms. I might even have to encourage... Let's see if we can encourage her to run for a minute. Alright, so she's gonna give it a jog. We're literally running across the sands so we can try to dodge the sandstorm. She's gonna get much more tired, a little quicker, but I think that that will get us out of the way. Let's actually speed things up for just a moment. There you go, sweetie. Alright, she's moving! She's moving, you guys! Oh, I hope our scavengers come back in time. Okay, and we can have her stop running. Oh, and she accepts our command! Oh, guys, let's give her a pet. Good job! Ooh, and we have found the mythical seed! Dun, 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 dun! We have now discovered the tomato seed, which I think is going to be very important. I kind of like the idea. I think we should do wheat harvesting now because I kind of like the idea that that fallen Ambu that our scavengers stumbled upon, that they possibly went to pray to the lost Ambu who had become this oasis in the desert. I like the idea that that Ambu had a lot of seeds growing on its back that it had uh, just allowed to spill over in wild growth, even though the Ambu was no longer alive, because its back still created like a protected oasis. And some of those seeds are what we were able to gather from this desert. And you know what? We might start building up our story by maybe naming some of the deserts and the forest that we stumble upon after you guys or your suggestions. And some of the villages, I love that idea. We need to start keeping a little bit better of a log over what we have stumbled upon in the past and where we're going and kind of uniting the story of what we find. All right, so we could do a scout tower or we could do cottages. We could also do stone roads, which allows our villagers to move faster. But I think stumbling upon the wheat seeds is actually something I want to focus on at the moment. All right, meanwhile, how are our harvesters doing? Stephanie seems to be doing good. She's moving storage materials. And then Jeannie, Builder Jeannie, is actually headed over to the kitchen right now, which I think is interesting. Our scavenging party just returned with more iron ore. Okay, so we might run into a small spore cloud if we go that way. There's also a heat wave in the light sandstorm. I think we should probably go to the south, because the heat waves can be kind of intense. Yes, we do have, like the tomato seeds, and we can possibly dodge the light sandstorm. And staying in the desert wouldn't be a terrible thing because we have a lot of water, and our corn does not like the jungles. Our corn actually seems to be happiest in the desert of all places. And I don't like that spore cloud. But I'm not sure about that heat wave. I kind of feel like we should go north rather than south. That's kind of hard to decide. But we could plant a bunch of beets and get our hands on a lot of beets if we actually went to the south. So, And then we wouldn't run into sandstorms and heat waves. That's actually a large heat wave too. So, you know what? We're going to go south. And our Ambu accepts our decision. Oh, wait, there's scorching sand right here. A patch of burning sand that should be crossed as quickly as possible. North, north. Okay, we're dodging literally sandstorms, but a patch of burning sand? I don't want to get our Ambu burned. Oh, wow. I think we're starting to enter lands that are a little bit harder and a little bit more tricky to work past. All right, let me set the priority if I can to hide on these guys. And we'll try to get more of our harvesters over here to actually take care of the corn. There, excellent. I think we're really doing it, you guys. We have a lot of water. I don't think the water comes in very quickly at the air well. Yeah, low productivity when we're here, but we'll just have to see. Oh, look, and a couple of our scavengers are back. It's Pluto! Pluto and Megan are ready to already head out. They got some iron ore for us. Ooh. Oh! Was that a big yawn? Or was that because... Oh, it's because we pet her! That's so cute! A successful petting mission. I really think I could see an entire, like, religion and a series of beliefs really coming into existence around our beloved Ambu. And Kiera and Umbreon are the ones who we're actually going to consider these two to be... Let's like, the shrine maidens? Let's have the shrine... Shrine Keeper, that'll do. Shrine Keeper Kiera and Shrine Keeper Umbreon will be the ones in charge of the worshipping of the Ambu, aka the petting of the Ambu. And we really need to get more people. I am not sure how to encourage my people to bring more people in because I don't think they have babies, which is fine, but it just makes my life a little bit more interesting. All right, how are our workers? Rebecca's moving to the kitchen, and then we're to placing 2 corn, moving corn. All right, we're working hard on the corn. I think we're gonna be okay there. Ah. But I wonder where we're gonna head now, and I really want to see what happens after they gather up the corn. What about the tomato? Oh, the tomatoes might actually do better in another spot. Wow! We're gonna have to investigate that, you guys. I guess, oh no, maybe we should have gone south. Oh no! Okay, I thought the whole thing about tomatoes was they were supposed to be like good in the heat resistant. Grow quickly? Maybe the desert is too hot. Oh, what's this? Traces of the past. Petrified footprints of an Ambu, several meters deep. Oh my gosh. Meters? Okay, I mean, I know they're heavy. That makes sense. Mark the surroundings of the quarry. We should follow the tracks and see where they lead us. We should investigate the tracks more closely. We did not come here to follow tracks from the past. Let's investigate the tracks, because I wonder if as the Ambus walk and they compress the ground under them, maybe they access like some hidden mine shafts we could enter. And then nothing but stones around here. Let's grab a handful and leave. All right, not gonna complain. Also, we'll try to like gather more stuff from the sand dunes right now, I suppose. All right, well, I'm a little worried we may have made a bit of a hiccup decision when it comes to having gone ahead and gone to the north, because I think things are going to get a little bit more interesting. However, we're just gonna have to do our best. We're starting to pile up some of that food as we've got more and more polenta. I think we might need to have some more chefs, actually. So we might swap over to more chefs. Our farmers might need to start planting some new crops pretty soon. And we're gonna have to see what Kitori Village is going to do next. I really want to try to get those tomatoes planted, but I think now we might need to work on getting more people. And I also think we need to work really hard on trying to feed our Ambu. So I'm beginning to wonder if we should go ahead and move the mushroom growing to down here, just to have less people have to like to get the mushrooms growing faster and less people having to walk all over the place to get food. At least until we have enough food. Or maybe the answer is just to like get more chefs in the kitchen. A light sandstorm. Oh dear. Whoops. Oh my. Several buildings have collapsed. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. Now we legitimately have like several of our tents are gone. Because a sandstorm has come and has wiped out several of our tents. I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Alright. Well, I have definitely walked us right into a large bit of trouble, friends. Oh no. So as the homes of the people here in Kitori Village are blown away on the winds, scattered across the sands, they're tiny possessions lost forever. I think they will have questions for Elder Jack, and they will have questions for Elder David on how such a thing could happen. And we will have to try our best now to go ahead and rebuild the town, which I suppose is a good thing because everybody wanted new houses anyway, but still. Oh my gosh. All right, well, we could try to get some of these tents built, I think, or excuse me, these little cottages. All right, let's start there, I suppose. And then we'll just have to see where everything goes as time goes on. So let's get some huts built over here. Start there and we'll see how things manage. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. If you guys could, do please leave a like for Kitori Village, trying their best to survive through the unexpected journeys. Oh boy. Oh, 2 heat waves in a row. That's going to be a little bit of a headache. Trying their best to survive the unexpected journeys as we carry on attempting to make it to at least 1,000 kilometers of wandering this new world. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you could, do please leave a like to help pluck some of this corn. We gotta harvest it fast, friends. And if you'd like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!